Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another session of the Grand Rounds. The discussion today has been kindly offered to us by Judy Rosman from Rosman Search. She will be talking to us about ways to evaluate a new neurosurgery practice opportunity. Thank you for joining us.
Aaron, thank you very much. Hi there, my name is Judy Rosman, and I am so happy to be able to speak with you about my experience in how to evaluate a neurosurgery practice opportunity. Any discussion about how to evaluate a neurosurgery practice opportunity has to begin with your priorities. Being happy with the location that you're in is critically important. You can't change the location of your practice, although the practice itself is dynamic and can change over time. However, if you can't develop a sufficient surgical volume, even if you love the location, you're going to wind up leaving. If you can't get along with the people with whom you're working, you're also likely to wind up looking for a new job. And although people are very concerned about money, and we're definitely going to talk a lot about compensation today, I will say that in all of my years of doing neurosurgical recruiting, I've never had a call from somebody who says, you know, I really love the people I'm working with, I love where I'm living, and I have exactly the right practice, and I'm just not making enough money, so you have to find me a new job. I really think that if you are happy with your practice, happy with the people, and happy with the location, you're very likely to make enough money that you're going to stay long-term where you are. I'd like to start by addressing some of the biggest mistakes that we see people make. The first one is focusing on geography so much that you forget that you really do need a good job. What happens is you might get very fixated on being in a particular place, and as a result, you choose from the best jobs that are available in that location. Every year, my firm hears from people who really want to be in Miami Beach, or really want to be in Southern California, or really want to be in, you know, even a particular place in the middle of Michigan that they find attractive, or maybe where they have family. And that's very important, but sometimes there isn't a good job in that place, and a lot of times people wind up relocating as a result. Another mistake that people make is thinking that they can contract with somebody that they trust, with somebody that they don't trust, and protect themselves by having an ironclad contract. A long time ago, I was a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer now. I've recovered. But I had a contracts professor who once said something very important to me. He said, if you have the right people on both sides of a deal, you're not going to have any problems. But if you have an ill-intended person on either side of the deal, you're going to have problems no matter what the contract says. A lot of times people are very tempted to take a contract with somebody that they don't trust necessarily, or with a job that they consider risky. And they think that they're going to make up for that risk by getting large contractual guarantees. I'll encourage you not to do that. It really never works out well. I want you to think about contractual protections this way. A lot of times people think that they have a contract for 3 years or 5 years for a guaranteed income, and then they look and they see that their contract has an out clause of 30 days or 90 days or 120 days. And when you have an out clause in your contract like that, really you don't have a 3-year or a 5-year contract. What you really have is a contract that is continuously renewable for a 30-day or 90-day or 120-day period. So if somebody does not live up to their contractual obligations, really what you're going to be left with is the opportunity to pursue whatever contractual remedies are provided to you, or to sue your employer, which is usually the fastest way to make yourself unemployable. Another common mistake that people make is ignoring difficult politics. Usually people do this in order to take a job that is exceptionally lucrative, or is just the only job in the location